Rock Defense here today. It's a nice warm spring day, and we thought we would add to some of our other videos that we've talked about for our students regarding shooting from concealment. Today we want to talk about shooting from a fanny pack or a hip pack. And I'm wearing a 511 Tactical hip pack today, and we're going to talk about that a little bit. So I've got the shot timer here again. We'll take that off for now. But let's look at this. Let's look at this hip pack. Now, a lot of people might say, "Oh, it's off-body carry, and we don't do off-body carry," and that is true. Off-body carry can be problematic for sure. Because you can take the gun off and leave it somewhere, and this is again 511 Tactical brand, but I've got several others. Now, to run this gun, or to run this holster I should say, it's got this piece right here. It's velcroed right here, piece of velcro right there. And if you're confronted or you have to produce this gun in a hurry, the way you do that is to pull this out. And of course it's going to be held tight to your body. You pull this out and then you just pull it open like this. As it pulls open, of course, it exposes the gun. Now, today's gun is a Springfield XD 9mm and 4-inch. This is a full-size gun with a 15 round magazine capacity. 16 round magazine capacity, and this gives you quite a bit of firepower. So now again, the drawback is you're carrying it off body, but it does fit rather nicely in this pack, and so it gives you some pretty good firepower. Now, the thing about this is I don't carry this all the time, but if you're traveling, for example, if you're going on a long car ride, or you're jogging, or you're working outside, or you actually are a tourist somewhere, it's not a bad thing, because a lot of people expect to see tourists carrying fanny packs. I mean, when we lived in Europe, I was stationed there in the military, and we were there for 2 tours. We traveled all over the place. Now, of course, I didn't carry concealed over there, because after all, it was Europe, and it was a socialist. They were socialist states, and they wouldn't let you have a gun. But of course, we were there to defend them from the Russians. But whatever, they wouldn't let us have guns. But anyway, you know, we carried fanny packs all the time, because I could have my keys, my camera, water bottles, stuff for the kids, whatever. So not a bad way. You just have to remember, when you take it off, you don't leave it somewhere. But if I'm traveling, going on vacation, going to visit the relatives, whatever, I get out of the car, I snap it on, I go into the pump some gas, go into the truck stop, the gas station, buy something to eat or whatever, I carry it. If I'm going to the restroom, especially out along the interstate somewhere, I'm going to going to be stopping at the stop along the freeway, I'm definitely going to carry it. All right, and I have carried this before in those kind of situations. If I'm working out, I'm outside, I'm jogging, backpacking. If I'm backpacking out in the woods, if I'm in bear country and I want to carry a gun, you can put a 10mm Glock in here. You can put a 44 Magnum, short-barreled 44 Magnum in here. You can get to it in rather a quick hurry, especially when you've got your full backpack on instead of wearing this. So it has some real advantages. So that's what we're going to shoot today, and we're going to show shooting it, opening it up, and we're going to time how fast we get the gun out. So that's what we're going to do. We'll do that right now. Okay. So we'll let the shot timer control it and see how fast we can deploy the gun. We're using, of course, the 1.5 second scenario. If we can get the gun out in 1.5 seconds, that's a you know, we feel like we'll be pretty good if we can do that. So here we go. All right, 2 shots. Total time, 2.55 seconds. First shot was at 2.3 seconds with the time between shots of 0.25. So 2.5 tenths of a second between the shots. All right, let's see if we can get that. And those were good hits, so let's try and see if we can do that a little faster. .23. That was a little slower. We're going to tighten this up a little bit. .95. 1.95. .24. All right, what we can see, I think, is that the gun's empty. We've run the rounds. I only put 10 rounds in it. What you can see is you're in about the 2-second range if you're prepared. So if you're sitting there ready waiting for the beep, you're in about the 2-second range, 2.5 second range and we'll put it back in here, set it back up. So as you hear the beep, you go for it, you grab it, you pull it open, you come out with the gun, and then you come out to shoot. You're in about the 2.5 second range. So, you know, now if you got a different kind of holster, a little bit different gun, there's a lot of different variations here. But roughly, you've got to figure from this kind of concealment, I would say you better plan on being in about the 2 to 3 second range. If you're startled, you know, you look behind you, somebody is standing there with a gun, you know, how fast is that going to be? I don't know. Let's give that a quick try. I do have another mag, so let's try that. We'll reload it. Alright, there's a new mag in. So let's say that we're looking over here, talking to the wife, doing something. We're startled. Oh crap! Oh, we didn't pick anything up. Shot timer didn't pick anything up. Let's try that again. So this would be oh, we're distracted. We see somebody. Boom. 2.43. 2.43. So this would be where you're talking to the kids, you're talking to the wife, and all of a sudden something comes up behind you. You see somebody there, you pull the gun up. Stop, 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 I said stop. First shot, 5.59. Second shot, 6.16. Half a second between. So, you know, you're going to be about 5-6 seconds if you're shooting because you are distracted, delayed, and you don't get a big jump on it. So if you're in the middle of doing something else and you have to shoot the gun before you shoot, that was 2.4. So this kind of gives you an idea that, you know, if you're startled, somebody, you look behind, your kid says, "Hey Dad, what? Oh, you know, get back, get back, get back." 3.6 seconds. That was 3.6 seconds. So I hope this gives you a good idea of what to expect with off-body carry like this, with this kind of a fanny pack carry. You need to practice with it, of course. And this little deal here needs to be out in order to rip the holster open so that you can reach in and get the gun. But if you practice enough, you know, you should be okay. Now, you know, again, awareness is part of the key on this. The more awareness you can have of what's going on and paying attention. Of course, that guy's got a gun out, and we all know you can't outdraw a drawn gun, but you know, this is what we're saying here is this is how much time you're going to need if there's an attack in progress. We'll assume that guy's got a knife and not a gun or something, but and remember that he can cover 21 feet in 1.5 seconds. So you might need to take off running over there by the truck somewhere, and then while you're getting your gun out. So it might look more like, "Hey Dad, that guy's got a gun." "What? Oh crap, you know, leave me alone, get out of here." And at this point you're running like crazy and pulling the gun out at the same time, because he'll be to you in 1.5 seconds. And you're probably not going to be able to draw in 1.5 seconds. So anyway, I hope this is helpful. I have carried this way. It is an option. So see you later.